Good morning, Spirit family. This is David here. The first video I did was to tell you about me and about how this all came about. This video is going to be about the actual mission itself, what it really is, and where it's going to go, and how to succeed. So, what is the mission? What is this mission I keep talking about? The mission to save humanity. I don't know if you've noticed, but there are things going on in the world. No matter how you want to look at it, no matter how you want to not look at it, there are things going on in the world right now. And there are certain things in place that are hampering our ability to evolve. There are things in place that are keeping a lot of people from waking up and asking the questions that they should ask. I don't know if you've noticed, but there is a lot of stuff going on in the world that is purposefully happening to keep everyone blind. Hi, everybody. I just want to say hi. One of the reasons I'm recording this is so that I can download it, and I'm going to put it up on the website, Hope Evolve, which I'm relaunching at the end of this week with a new look and new information. It's time for us to, it's time for us to get this going. And I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do to get this going. So that's what these videos are about this morning. The first video was telling you who I am and, to lead up to this point. So this video is going to be everything I know. Everything I know and how to fulfill my mission here on this planet. The mission to save humanity. By saving humanity, we save the entire universe. Many, 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 many millennia ago, we knew about the energy, we knew about the vibration, and we knew about the frequency. But then there was those who also knew about it and decided to control it. They controlled it by getting rid of the people who knew, and then by reprogramming our subconscious minds to believe certain things certain ways. Whatever you believe in your subconscious is what will affect your conscious world, the conscious world around you. We are part of a collective consciousness. I don't know if you know what that means, but if you do, I'm going to explain it. I am source. You are source, the source code, the source of the entire universe. So is everybody else. So you know that energy can be transformed. They know it can't. So if you know that energy can be transformed, but they know it can't. They are asleep, but it's not their fault. The earth is resonating at a certain frequency. Look up the Schumann resonance. Schumann resonance. Just for scientific proof of the resonance that we're all connected to. Well, the universe is also resonating at a certain frequency. And everything within the universe resonates at this frequency too, this base frequency. Well, if you want to disconnect things from a certain frequency, what you do is you saturate them with a different frequency. Common sense. If you don't want things resonating with a certain frequency, saturate it with a different frequency and it will resonate with the different frequency. That's science. So, there was a man named Nikola Tesla, and he found this code. He found this code in the universe, and he started digging into this code, and it was the 369. The 369. What is the 369? Well, he cracked the code, and before he got to really complete his work, he was discredited, became impoverished, and finally a broken man, and said, okay, fine, you guys win. I give up. The deeper he got into science, the more he understood that there was a consciousness to the universe. There was a certain order of things. And he found the frequency. And more than found the frequency, he started finding the keys. And when he found the keys, that's when everything went haywire. The mission to save humanity is this: remove the unnatural blockages put in place by those who have chosen to put them in place, and allow humanity to reconnect with the natural frequencies of the universe and our planet so they can evolve naturally once again. That's the mission. Currently, we are being saturated with unnatural frequencies. There are man-made structures all over our planet and above our planet that have created a grid of unnatural frequency. It's keeping everybody asleep. It's keeping everybody from waking up and asking the questions they should ask. It's keeping those in power in power. It's keeping the government the way the government is. It's keeping the GMOs the way the GMOs are going. It's keeping all of us at each other's throats. It's even keeping the awakened from truly being awake. Folks, we may be awake, but we're only about 65% immune to the frequencies. We just know because we're chosen. I don't know how to put it to you any better than that. We're chosen. And you know how I know we were chosen? Because we're asking the questions. You're purposefully been awakened. It was on purpose. It was divine timing. It was on purpose that you woke up. The universe chose you to wake up. And the way I know this is because you are awake, or you wouldn't watch this. You wouldn't understand a thing I'm talking about. You would look up in the sky and see the chemtrails, and you would see clouds. That's how I know you're awake. And that's how I know you were chosen. You were chosen for this. Because the only way to get through the grid of being asleep is with divine intervention. I don't know what your religious beliefs are, folks, but you're on a mission from God. It's time to wake up and understand that you were chosen for a reason. I'm here to tell you, you were chosen for a reason. I know because I've been there. The mission to remove the unnatural blockages put in place and allow humanity to evolve naturally once again. Nikola Tesla found some information. So did Pythagoras. So did a lot of people. They remembered it and they delved into it. And by delving into it, they discovered many things. I'm going to summarize, because I've done very long videos. Athena says, "Say it like the Blues Brother." And by the way, that's what I always joke around by. We're on a mission from God. I'm going to summarize the 369 because I have, I've done very lengthy videos about the 369. Summary. Here's what Nikola Tesla found. The three. There are three keys. It is the Holy Trinity: energy, vibration, and frequency. Mind, body, spirit. We are human beings. We are the connection between. We are the vessel. We are the conduit between the energy of the universe and the physical reality of this dense physical universe. Because we have a body, we are subject to certain laws of the universe. But we can transcend those certain laws of the universe because we are energy. Our connection between the three is our mind. That is our connection. That is what Nikola Tesla found. Mind, body, spirit, the Holy Trinity. I'm going to put up on the website the 12 laws of the universe and how they pertain to the mission. Because again, because we're in a third dimensional dense reality, we are subject to certain laws of this reality, but we can transcend those laws by utilizing the correct combination of things. Mind, body, spirit. Now, that's the three. The 9 is the frequency. Digital base root. Take the answer of any problem and add up the numbers to get to the digital root. Everything within our cellular structure, all the platonic solids of the Metatron's cube, which is in the flower of life, all of the platonic solids, the digital root is 9. The planet that you're standing on, the digital base root is 9. The universe resonates at a frequency of 9. Literally 9. 9 is the key. And on the website, I'm going to put up the 9. It's the return point. Sin wave frequency. It goes up to 9 and down to 9, up to 9 and down to 9. It's the return point. It's the completion of the cycle. That's the 9. Energy is what everything is made of. Vibration is moving energy from one point to another and back again. Frequency is the speed at which this is done. The universe and everything in it resonates at a 9. 432 hertz, 216 hertz, 216, hidden name of God, 2 plus 1 plus 6 equals 9. 432 hertz, what Pythagoras tuned the A note to in the music. 4 plus 3 plus 2 equals 9. All of the Platonic solids add up their numbers. The octahedron is 1440. 1 plus 4 plus 4 equals 9. Add them all up. The cube. A triangle. A triangle has 3 60-degree sides. 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9. That's how you figure it out. That's how Tesla figured it out. That's how Pythagoras figured it out. And the 9 in the 369 is the frequency. Now the 6 is the combination to the lock. The 6, and everything in reality is a clue. Everything in reality is a clue. Our number system, the Sumerian number system, everything in our reality is a clue. Hold on one second, my computer. Come on, turn on. Okay. Everything in reality is a clue if you follow the clues. 9, the reason for the 9, frequency. The reason that everything adds up to 9 was so that we would find the frequency. Adds up to 9. In other words, it's 9. Now the 6, the 6 is the combination. Think about it. 6, take 6 frequencies and put them together and it becomes a whole note. I want you to remember the whole part. Whole is the balance, okay? We have 3 earth chakras, root, sacral, solar plexus. We have 3 spirit chakras, throat, third eye, crown. Add those together. 3 plus 3 equals the heart chakra, the combination to the lock. 3 plus 3 equals 6. The universe is very, very simple math. Okay? I want you to understand that. The universe is not some complex formula. It's very simple math. Now, the 6 is the combination. The flower of life holds all of the answers. It was given to us so that we could find the clues. The flower of life is the 369. Love is the 369. Light is the 369. Everything is the 369. And I want you to think of something real quick here right now. Take a whole anything. Take a whole pie, right? Take an apple pie. Cut it into thirds. Thirds. Cut it into the 3. What does it equal? Well, 1/3 equals 0.333333 into infinity. 2/3 of a whole is 0.66666 into infinity. 3/3, which is the whole, is 0.99999 to infinity. We rounded it up. We broke the math. We're the ones who rounded it up. We changed the math. Think about that. 3/3, a whole, is 0.99999 to infinity. 369. I have 69 viewers. That's equals 15. That equals 6. 72 viewers. 7 plus 2 equals 9. Think about this. Everything in existence is a clue. And it's all been bringing you to the 369. Now, the Akashic Records is where I get all my information from. The Akashic Records is I'll call it a database of all of the information in the universe. Everything that ever was, is, or ever will be is already in there. And by the way, that's multiple futures, multiple pasts, and multiple presents. Anything that ever existed, does exist, or ever will exist already exists there. Now, because of this, we all know this information. You all have access to this information. That's why when I talk, that's why you hear it and it resonates, because my throat chakra tells divine truth. The Akashic Records is what people call the energy. It's what people call the knowledge of the everything. It's the unlimited storage space of the universe. And that's contained in there. That's the doorway to the Akashic Records. It's one of the doors. There's many, many doors. But that's a no-holds-barred key to the Akashic Records. During my meditations and remembering my mission, which is to remove the unnatural blockages put in place and allow humanity to evolve naturally once again, I was given some keys. I was given some keys from love, because love is the energy of the universe. Love is source. Love is a clue too. Love equals 369. I was given the blueprints for something that would work in this third dimensional dense reality that would surpass the third dimensional dense reality. Oh, and by the way, the blueprints are in there. I used to call it an apparatus because machine just sounded so cold. This is ancient and future natural technology. And for some of you, it may seem a little familiar. I used to call it the apparatus. I now know it's called an ark. It's not the ark from the old stories. It's an ark. An ark. You know how we say archangels? Well, archangles. In a circle, there are 6 60-degree arcs. 6 of them. Combination of them. Think about that. And when you're looking at this, you're not looking at a circle. You're looking at a sphere. Those that left the flower of life knew that we only saw 2-dimensionally. So they had to leave it 2-dimensionally as a clue. The way they see it is 4D. When you look at it, like I mentioned in the last video, cross your eyes, connect 2 of these dots. Connect 2 of these dots, and you will see it as they did. 4-dimensionally, you will see through it. It becomes spheres, phased into each other. It's the blueprint. It's also the blueprint of the ark. A structure came to me, meditating in the flower of life. It's a crystalline structure. It's a sphere made of crystals, triangles, made of crystal triangles. Crystal resonates with the frequency. You can control the frequency of crystal by shaving it. The thickness of a crystal is what the crystal resonates at. So you can, in essence and reality, change the frequency of the crystals that are on that this arc is built of. The crystals, which are clear quartz crystals, triangles, will be different sizes and they will be different thicknesses to generate different frequencies. They will be removable and replaceable so that different crystals will have different results. Have you ever noticed it when you walk into a crystal shop and you're surrounded by crystal? They're surrounded by crystal. You notice how your vibration seems higher and you seem less connected to the unbelief outside? You seem less connected to the negativity outside of that shop? There's a reason for that. The crystal is resonating with a natural frequency. You're shielded. It's a shield. You're shielded from the unnatural frequencies, which connects you to the natural frequency of the universe and the earth. So this crystalline structure that will be built, called the ark, will be a shield, a complete spherical crystal shield against the limitations of the collective consciousness and the negativity. Those within, and yes, there will be people within it, will also be saturated by natural frequency of clear quartz crystal. That will be shaved to different frequencies around the structure. It's a sphere. Within the crystalline structure, which is a dome, or not a dome, it's a sphere, there will be a platform directly in the center that people will sit on. Half of the sphere will be under the ground. I mean, like, just buried, like in a divot of earth. Half of it will be filled with water. The top half will be filled with air, and sunlight will come through. Earth, air, fire, water, and we will be the spirit. We are the connection between the earthly, third-dimensional dense reality and the etheric, and the energy of the universe itself. We are the living conduits, and those that are within will be shielded from the collective consciousness disbelief, free to allow their subconscious to open. I was given some keys because I know that, oh, and by the way, the keys, they're in there too. The flower of life is the door, the keys, and the lock. All of the information is in there. I did some flower of life, Akashic Records meditations. They're on my wall somewhere, but they're also going to be on the website. They explain it all. The three. We have three keys. We are in a physical reality. So the three keys consist of light, sound, and love. Love not being what you think it is. Love is the energy itself. Love is the connection between. Light. I was given the blueprints for a prism. Prism. You know, we're prisms, right? I was given the blueprints from there for prisms. The light of the sun will shine through these prisms, and it will saturate something that's in the center of the arc. I'll explain that in a moment. I was given blueprints for a sound device. From there, of a chime, I guess you could call it, and it's made of copper. The sound that is emitted from these sound devices will resonate the thing that's in the middle, which I'm going to explain in a moment, which will cause it to spin. And when the light hits it, the natural sunlight hits it from the prisms that it's shining through, it will saturate the entire arc in light. Now here's where the love comes in. We are love. However, we must be balanced. We must understand our chakra energy centers. We must know unconditional love. Now, we've been programmed for a long, long time. Our subconscious has been programmed for a long, long time. So the only way to truly be prepared and ready for the arc is to be balanced. Is it me? I don't know. Is it you? I don't know. But there are those who are coming that are balanced. It's our mission to keep them that way. But we have a contingency plan. It's called hypnosis. We have the ability of going into our subconscious minds to get rid of the crap, to truly open ourselves up and get rid of the crap of our subconscious mind. And it's called hypnosis. And it's called meditation. Now, the people that are within will be in a hypnotic, meditative state. The reason for the hypnosis is because there's going to be a lot of sessions that have to go through to get people prepared to sit there. Because it won't work if you're not balanced. It literally won't work. The arc will not turn on if you're not balanced and know unconditional love. So, by the way, contingency plans are already put in place because natural is balance. So no one can even, the arc will not function if you don't know unconditional love. So therefore, I guess you could say no bad guy can get in it. It cannot be used for wrong intentions because it won't turn on. Now, there's something in the center. I thought I had the blueprints before, but it didn't work in this third dimensional reality. And again, those that left this gave us the blueprints for things that will work in this third dimensional dense reality. And the thing that I downloaded wouldn't work in this reality. But then they gave me the finished product. Crystal spheres. Crystal spheres. You're going to love this. with the Merkaba inside. Crystal Merkaba, Star of David, star tetrahedron. Call it whatever you want. The 8 points. The 8 points. And what happens with a crystal pyramid? It draws energy in from the points themselves. Think about that. The prisms are made of pyramids, 24 crystal pyramids, in the configuration of the Star of David. There's 6 on the inside, and then there's 6 on the outside. Octahedron. But I'm going over the dimensions of it. I think the top is at 30 degrees, and then the 2 bottoms are at 60 degrees. Those are the dimensions. And it is a pyramid, not a tetrahedron, because 4 times 9 equals 36, which is 360 degrees. So that's why the pyramids are so important, not the tetrahedrons. So this prism will pull the light, but it will shoot it all. It'll be a continuous non-stop flow of energy because of the way the points are touching each other. And the prism will saturate the thing in the center. The thing in the center is this. It's the flower of life in 3D. It's crystal spheres with crystal Merkaba inside that will be saturated by the light. The sound of the sound devices will spin the crystals, and it will levitate the crystals, because we all know that sound can levitate crystals. Well, look it up. So the sound from these devices is going to spin. The light is going to shine. The light will saturate the inside of the ark. And the frequency of the crystal structure will be saturating the inside of the ark. Hold on 1 second, everyone. I'll be right back. Go ahead and look at the flower of life. I need to attend to my little puppy. I'll be right back. Are you waking up? Are you waking up? Okay, never mind, love. Come on. Okay, I'm back. Okay, now. I just had to take care of my puppy. Hi, everybody. Okay, remember, I'm recording this. It's why I'm not actually, talking to all the comments, which, normally I do, because I'm going to download it and I'm going to put it up on my website. All right. Hold on 1 second. So, how are you? Hi. Hey, everybody was asking, so what's this mission? So I'm like, you know what? Let's lay it out, shall we? Hey, Eddie, how you doing, man? Hey Angela. Hey everybody. So, like I said, I'm revamping my website, Hope Evolve. It's time. It is time to get this going. It's time to make this happen. Playtime is over. We're in or we're out because I'm not going to disclose some stuff that I'm downloading, but we need to get this moving. Um, I'm just letting you know because of course, you don't want to manifest the negativity to happen, so I don't really talk about it a lot. All I'm telling you is it's time. Um, Augie says, and what is this device supposed to do for you? Augie, I'm getting to that. I'm just trying to I'm trying to list it out, like how it's built and that kind of stuff, and how it works and how it runs, and then I will explain that. Okay. So I've covered the shape. I've covered what it's built from. It will have the it the triangular crystal, um, or I'm sorry, the crystal triangles will sit in a bone structure of possibly steel and copper. Um, so yeah, and they will be replaceable. You will be able to literally replace them with other crystals shaved at different thicknesses. The crystal has a twofold effect. Number one, it's going to shield those within from the collective consciousness. It's basically going to bypass the collective consciousness and connect those within directly to the universe. It's going to supersede the collective consciousness. Oh, Renee, I'm actually going to answer that. Um, yeah, I've drawn it all up. It's going to be on the website. So you're literally going to see exactly what it looks like and exactly how it's made. Um, yeah. So, and I have a friend who's very versed with 3D graphic art. He's drawing it in 3D for me so that I can put it up there as well. How it breaks out and does all kinds of stuff, and because I'm all about the visuals, right? So, here's where we come in. We are the connection between the mind, body, spirit, the dense earthly reality, this physical universe, and the energy of the universe itself. Did you know that we have some pretty amazing abilities? Did you know that we can astral travel? Did you know that we can meditate to a state where we can actually enter a different dimension? Did you know that we have access to telepathy? Did you know that we have access to telekinesis, clairaudience, clairvoyance, pyrokinesis, clairsentience, empathy, weather control? Um, what am I leaving out? Oh, wait, everything. We have access to everything. Levitation, flying, phasing through objects, teleportation, time travel. We can do anything. The only limitations is the collective consciousness. Spirit healing, Reiki, spirit surgery. I've seen it done. And I lived with my mother, and she was one of the most powerful telepaths I've ever known. We have access within our subconscious mind to all of this. It's at different frequencies. You know how when you're talking to someone and you just know what they're thinking, and it turns out you were right. Your mind at that point in time matched their frequency. And because of that, and our minds fluctuate constantly, but because of that, you picked up on that frequency thought. Because thought is just frequency. For that moment, you picked up on that frequency and your frequencies matched. And when your frequencies matched, you were one. And when you were one, everything and anything that that person was you. Folks, it's called the law of divine oneness and the law of vibration. You know, the 12 universal laws that we're subject to in this reality. They're all there. Law of polarity, law of perpetual transmutation of energy, law of attraction, law of action, law of correspondence, law of gender. They're all there, and we are subject to all of them. But we can also use all of them if we understand them. Those that are within the ark will understand them. Those that are within the ark are going to utilize their mind, their body, and their spirit to run the ark. And again, the reason it's called an ark has nothing to do with Noah. It's because it's all about arks. In the blueprints, that's what I call them now, by the way. The flower of life is the blueprints of everything. All dimensions, all portals, all black holes, all dimensional portals, all dimensions, all realities, all time, all space, all universes. That's what the flower of life really is. In there, it gave me the blueprints for a sound device. And again, the images of it and how it will work are going to be online as well. We resonate at a natural frequency through our voice. Have you ever noticed chanting? Chanting. Why does it hold so much power? When you hear a frequency, why does it hold so much power? It's because it's resonating at the universal frequency. We normally do. That's us. We normally resonate at a natural frequency. Through research, you know, there's these Tibetan monks who can levitate boulders. You can melt rock with sound. You can do pretty much anything with sound. You can create molten lava with sound. We're not going to go that far, but we are going to use our sound to access one of the keys to open the lock. And it's 6 sounds. There are going to be 6 sounds. 6 earthly, 6 energy, 6 spirit that are going to combine. If you know anything about music theory, you know that 6 sounds together create a whole note. So that's what we're going to do. The devices that I'm creating are going to go in the end of horns. The horns will, I don't know what they look like because I'm not a music guy. That information will probably download to me as well. We are going to chant through them. And the sound that we chant will go through these sound devices in the end of the horns and will saturate the spheres within the center of the arc, which will vibrate them, which will spin them, which will make them float. That's one of the keys, is sound. And light. Those prisms, there will be 6 of them. Each light resonates at a different frequency. The bigger the prism, the different the light frequency. The smaller the prism, the different the light frequency. It's just like crystal. The thicker the crystal, the lower the frequency. The thinner the crystal, the higher the frequency. It's the same thing with light through a prism. And it's the same thing through sound. The longer an object is that sound is going through, the deeper the sound. The smaller, the higher the sound. It all works the same. Bigger, 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 smaller, smaller, smaller. As above, so below. Law of correspondence. Law of everything. So, think of the whole. 1/3. 3, 3, 3. Okay? 1/3 is 0.3. 2/3 is 0.6 to infinity. 3/3, a whole, is 0.9, the 369. So the sound devices will be the sound key. The prisms will be the light key. Each key has 6 combinations. Think of your little combination lock with the little rollers. You're going to roll the lock and you're going to unlock it. That's exactly what it is. Now here's where we come in again. We are the key to love. We are the key to the energy. There will be 6 of us. Masculine and feminine. High, low. There must be masculine and feminine. It has to be. Because that's the law of gender. That's the law of polarity. And we're the conduit. Folks, I don't know if you know this, but we are the conduit for the energy. And we're the connection to the dense physical plane. So we will have all chakras open. And our love energy will come from the connection between the earth and spirit through our heart chakra, through our heart, the first muscle of our body. The connection, yellow and blue make green, right? The arc uses science and spirituality, combining chakras, quantum physics, sound, light, and mechanical engineering, quantum mechanics, hypnosis, meditation, music, chanting, what else? The laws of the universe, sound, light, utilizes everything. And everything must be utilized. Now here's what we're going to do with it. We're going to remove the unnatural frequencies. We're going to turn the off switch. That's all we're going to do. The intention cannot be to wake up the world. The intention cannot be to wake up the world. Because if everybody woke up right at the same time, it would mess up our world. Because you can't force people awake. They must wake up on their own. But they can't wake up on their own if there's something stopping them. Think of it this way. People are asleep and they're purposely put in a coma with a needle in their arm to keep them asleep. All we're going to do is remove the needle. That's all we're going to do. With a thought. Again, remember what we already have access to in our minds: telepathy, telekinesis, pyrokinesis, psychokinesis, clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience, teleportation, time travel, travel dimensions. We already have access to all that. It already exists in our minds. We're going to open that up. And all of the satellites that are orbiting our planet, that are saturating our planet in a grid of unnatural frequency, not the whole satellite, but that little part in it that's emitting the frequency, we're going to turn the off switch on. We're going to turn it off. Your phone right now, you're listening to me right now, and your phone is resonating with an unnatural frequency because of the crystal oscillator that is within it, has been shaved to an unnatural frequency. Your television, your radio, everything. You're being saturated in an unnatural frequency. We're just going to turn that frequency off with a thought. Harp turned off, and it will not be able to be turned back on. Simple as that. To remove the unnatural frequencies, put in place, and allow humanity to evolve naturally once again. Here's what's going to happen. Once the switch has been turned off, people will hear the Mother Earth again. People will have access and will be able to hear and feel the natural frequency of the universe. I don't know if you know this, but we should have been a lot more evolved than we are right now. Just as everything is in divine timing, there are those who know about the divine timing and are doing everything they can to stop it, to reverse the flow, to put a dam in front of the flow of energy. We're just going to remove the dam. That's all we're doing. We're turning the off switch. That's it. And what happens after that will be people will wake up naturally because they'll be able to now. And then they'll start asking questions a lot more. There you go. Now, I'm relaunching my Hope Evolve website on Friday. I'm working diligently on it. I need help. I know how to build it. I know the materials needed. I don't have the materials. It's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to get it done. You were awakened for a reason. We need to build this thing. It needs to be built. And not just one of them. Many of them. I don't know if you've ever heard of these things, because I didn't until very recently. They're called the cities of light. A very dear friend of mine told me about these. And he says, your arc sounds really familiar. And I was like, how does it sound familiar? He's like, he showed me a picture of a city of light, and directly in the center of the city of light was my arc. And I went, whoa. Now, it's not my arc. It's just it's that arc. Yes, Nadine, I do take donations, but not yet. Here's the bottom line. I've been working like crazy to get the website done. There is going to be a page on there called The Mission. There's going to be a link in there called The Arc. It's going to have these videos on it. It's going to have other videos on it explaining everything. It's going to have pictures on it, on how it's going to be built. I need your help. It needs to be built. Unlike back in the old days where Noah just was able to go out and cut down some trees. Yeah. I don't know of, I know of places to get the crystal sheets. It's called Alibaba.com. They manufacture 99% pure, get it? 99.99% pure crystal quartz. And I'm going to be utilizing them a lot. I'm still building the schematics. I know how many to fit 6 people, but for the big one, it's 18 people. It's 3 sets of 6, 3, 6, 9. It's 18 people all together. But there is one that's going to fit 6 people. And I know how big that is. It's 18 feet. Get it? 18 feet, 180 degrees. The Flower of Life downloaded the schematics into my mind. So I'm going to need to buy crystal quartz sheets, equipment to shave them, crystal quartz pyramids, not big ones, copper sheeting to build the chimes, steel to house the structure, copper sheeting to line the structure. And, well, that's pretty much it. And then the material for the platform to sit the people. And the one thing that I don't need are the properties to put it on. I already got those covered. A friend of mine named Eddie Hensley owns 3 acres in Hawaii, and he's working on purchasing more acres. He's building a city of light. And he's building a spiritual community right now in Hawaii. And that's one of the places that this is going to be built. Because it's important that these are built in certain areas around the planet. Because we're going to be changing the grid by using Mother Earth's grid. So there you go. For everybody wondering who I am, what I'm here for, what the mission really is, and what this ark is, or as I used to call it, the apparatus, that's it. Don't believe what I say, research what I say, and you will see the science is sound. Telepathy, telekinesis, pyrokinesis, crystals, quantum physics, quantum theory, quantum reality, quantum hypnosis. Research it all, and you will see that the science is sound. Get it? The 3 keys. That's the 3. The Flower of Life is the door, the key, and the lock. And by the way, this ark isn't only to remove the unnatural frequencies. It literally is an ark. Folks, the Mother Earth needs us to complete this as fast as possible. Because if we don't, she will. We have to do this. Something is coming. And this is where I do feel like Noah. There is a flood coming. Are you in or are you out? Because there's a flood coming. If we don't get this done, we won't be around. And I don't mean you and me. I mean our kids, our children's children. There is something coming. You all have dreamt it. You all know it. No matter how you look at it, I know you know it. It's coming. And we better do something about it. Because if we don't, the mother is going to. That's why I'm working as hard as I can on the website and to get this information out there. Because I don't know about you, but I know why I was chosen. And just because there's a crazy man standing on the bank, yelling at you, telling you a flood is coming, doesn't mean the flood is not coming. So, there you go. You can choose to listen to this and keep scrolling. Or you can choose to join us and fix this. It's why I came back. And whether or not you know it or not, it's why you're awake. It's why you were chosen. It's why you're immune to the frequency. Because she's trying to talk to you. I love you all. My life for her. I pledge my life for our mother. Do you? All right. So, I'm going to be downloading this video. And I'm going to put it up on the website. I will have the website done by the end of this week. And it's totally revamped. It's hopeevolve.com, HOPEVOLVE.com. But the main reason for it is because there's a mission. And I need your help. I can't do it by myself. I've downloaded the blueprints from the Flower of Life, but I need help building it. So, I know I have a lot of commitments for people that want to help, but we're going to need to get this information out there because we need to build it. And it can be built. I mean, my gosh, we could finish it in a year. But, all right. So I love you all. I'm going to go ahead and end this recording now. And yeah, please share this with everybody. Share the first one and this one with everybody. And again, I'll be done with the website this week. Yeah, I'm revamping the website I built called Hope Evolve. All right. And if you want to learn about the property that one of these is going to be on, go to angelfeathervision.org. Just spelled out, angelfeathervision.org. Richard, thank you. I need the help. I need a lot of help. I need a whole lot of help. I mean, a lot of help. I'm gonna need this put in front of people with money because we gotta buy the crystal. And it's not, I'm not talking go to a crystal shop and buy some crystal. I'm talking like serious hardcore big crystals. And Alibaba.com, literally how it sounds, Alibaba.com. They sell 99.999% pure crystal quartz sheets. I mean, big sheets. Because where do you think all the crystal oscillators come from that's in your phone right now, right? Plus, I found out that I can actually purchase the pyramids from them that are shaped the way I need them to be shaped. I'm going to need welders, Nadine. I am. I'm going to need welders. I'm going to need people that can build this thing too. But again, that's not now. I need the cash for the material. But again, I'm working on quotes. Hey, I need help with quotes. Anybody want to help me with quotes? Crystal quartz. Wait till the website's done. Then you'll know what I need quotes on. Okay? Then you'll know what I need quotes on. Crystal quartz sheets. Crystal pyramids. They're not big, different sizes, but at least 24 of them must be exactly the same size. And I mean exactly. No deviation from the 9. No deviation from the 9. Now, tomorrow night, on the website, I will be posting all of the videos that I do. I do live Flower of Life meditations. I download this information, and it's all in there. And they're all over my wall right now. I'll even reshare them when I'm done with this. But tomorrow night, Wednesday night, I'll be doing another one. I go into a spirit journey. I go into the Flower of Life, and then I just channel whatever comes out. So that's tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on Pacific time. And you'll see what happens to me. You'll understand what happens and where this information comes from. And it comes from love. It comes from the energy entity known as love that we are all part of. So yeah, I'm working as hard as I can on the website. It'll be done this week. I'll be relaunching it on Friday. All of this information is going to be up there. All of the information of everything is going to be up there. And then after that, we need to bust butt. Holy cow, Richard. Yes. Yeah, I need a machinist. So an hour earlier than tonight. Oh yeah, I forgot you're in Australia, Carmen. I don't know. Because you're like, aren't you like a day ahead of me or something? Because right now it's 11:30 a.m. on the 11th for me. So I'm Pacific time. Okay. I love you guys. I'm going to have to go ahead and let you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your commitment to help. Because folks, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We can literally do this. I mean, it's doable. Scientifically, spiritually, completely sound. It will totally work. It will work. All the quantum physics, all the mechanics, all of everything just completely says it'll work. So it will work. And that's why Source gave us the keys. Because who cares what people believe? Everybody knows sound. Everybody knows light. And we are all energy. So think about that. Think about that. Even the people who are asleep understand sound. Even the people who are asleep understand light. So they have no choice but to help it work with the collective consciousness. There you go. Okay, I love you. I gotta go. All right, I'm back to work on the website. I love you very much. Bye.